What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering. I thought I would take it upon myself to put together a normie's guide to alt tech, a introduction to the most up-and-coming and reliable alternatives to sites that you may already use. Alternatives for YouTube, for Facebook, for Twitter, for Patreon, for Reddit, for Discord. There are options for everyone. Now, let me lead in first and foremost and say, just because it's an alt tech option does not mean that it's automatically a no holds barred free speech zone. Quite frankly, for most major tech corporations, that's impossible. They just simply cannot offer anything goes type alternatives. And while that may discourage many from uptaking alt tech, I would ask that you be reasonable and that you understand that there are things outside of our control. And if the option is absolute censorship and a platform that has a few rules, to me, it's going to be the platform with a few rules. They just cannot exist with this imaginary, I want to be able to say whatever I want rule. It just doesn't happen. Why are alt tech sites so often smeared? Well, it's because they're competition. And mainstream media knows that independent content creators are eating into their viewership. People would rather tune into YouTube to get their news or to Twitter than to some cable network. So they work together with existing powers that be, like YouTube and Twitter, to smear them. They will define an entire platform by its 5 worst users. Why this is so effective, I think, is part because when a new platform launches, it's the deplatformed people that are first to uptake it. So it's low-hanging fruit. You know, when BitChute came up, when Odyssey came up, guys like Alex Jones, who had been unpersoned, will immediately populate these platforms, and then it makes it easy for the mainstream media to say, oh, it's just all right-wing conspiracy content. And that's how a lot of it starts. And so people stay away. What I'm asking is for normies to invade and post their cat pictures and post their cat videos and their dog videos and their video game reviews. I do. Every piece of content that goes up on The Quartering goes up in some way, shape, or form on most of these alt tech sites. Okay. Understand that, yes, there are some wackadoodles out there, but there are wackadoodles on YouTube too. All right. Don't let that define your content. Don't go to this alt tech and think, oh, if I'm on Library or Odyssey, I must create Bitcoin content because that's really popular in there. Or if I'm on BitChute, I've got to be some sort of right-wing commentator. No. You end up with this self-fulfilling prophecy. I want normal content, regular content on these platforms. There are audiences there, huge audiences on Rumble, on BitChute, on Odyssey, on Ruckus, on Gilded, that don't want to just consume this like spicy right-wing content. Don't let that scare you away from creating an account. At the very minimum, mirroring your content. YouTube alternatives include Real Player right now, BitChute. This is a platform that I've been active on in both my channels for a very long time. The Quartering, last time I checked, has over 30,000 subscribers here. 38,000 subscribers. Part of the reason I lose subscribers here on YouTube is because people move and watch my stuff exclusively on BitChute. You could see videos that I did yesterday have excellent viewership here. 10,000 views on my video about the digital battle. 8,000 on the Purge. Yeah, Star Wars content doesn't do as good here, but it does do decent. The Mozilla browser, 10,600 views. I have content about Johnny Depp here. It still gets 2,000 views. So it's not just political stuff that does well here. Cyberpunk content, 1,300 views. Xbox, 1,300 views. The more content that comes here that is normie, the more the audience will. Another alternative is Rumble. I'm on Rumble too. This is a platform that actually pays out cash already. Somehow. But again, the quartering exists here too. I've got 20,000 subscribers here. And again, normal, everyday content still gets viewed here. Not as much, but it does. And if more people come in, it will. Odyssey. This is formerly Library or lib.ry. Excellent content here as well. A wide variety. How about 10 amazing facts about Fred Rogers? That's not exactly far-right content. I'm on here as well. 21,000 followers. 21,000. These aren't like nobodies, right? These are decent platforms. If you want a platform alternative, a free speech platform alternative to support your content. Now, especially if you're banned off YouTube or you want to start making exclusive content, you're going to want a platform that supports free speech. And now there are some out there like locals.com, but my favorite Patreon alternative is Subscribestar. It's the single best way that you can support my channel. It's a free speech Patreon alternative. And while it doesn't have the features that Patreon has, my money comes through every single month and it allows me to have Discord tiers and things like that. So if you're a content creator or a potential one, you should be using something like Subscribestar. How about Reddit? We know that Reddit likes their censorship. Well, there's an alternative called Ruckus. And again, I'm not going to say that these alternatives are free of censorship. But what I'm saying is, all things equal, I'd rather support an up-and-coming company than the existing tech monopoly that is there. Life is about, for me, being pragmatic about, problems are, I try to approach things pragmatically. There are ideologues that are like, well, they have just as much censorship as everything else, so I'm not going to use that. Okay, great. I mean, that's fine, but then you'll never use anything. And Ruckus is a Reddit alternative. Create your community here, content creators. See what's there. This is especially important for new up-and-coming content creators because it's easier to find an audience where the censorship and the algorithm isn't stacked against you. Love Discord? Try Gilded. I'm probably going to be changing my community over to Gilded in the short term, my Discord community, because my Discord mods and admin have said that it offers just as much customization, and we know that Discord is a part of the tech monopoly who loves their censorship. Looking for a Facebook alternative, or just as a content creator, I can use this for my entire community. I could even roll in memberships like a Patreon would, but I don't do that on Minds. But I have 23,000 subscribers on Minds. I uploaded this video 30 minutes ago, and it's already got 49 upvotes, 18 comments. I look at yesterday, 240 upvotes, 50 comments. This is real interaction. 81 comments, 267 upvotes. I mean, you're talking about here 425 upvotes. This is better interaction than I ever got on Facebook using Minds.com. Don't think of these alternatives as they've got to be the bastion of free speech, or they're not worth my time. Think of them as great alternatives to meet new people, to expand your content's reach, and to grow your business. Yeah, a lot of them start with kind of the spicy content creators that are still always looking for a home, but you can't let that keep you off the platform. If you're looking for a Facebook alternative, I love Minds. Discord alternative, Gilded looks great. Reddit alternative, Ruckus. Patreon alternative, Subscribestar. YouTube alternatives, there are many. The three main that I use are Odyssey, Rumble, and BitChute. Support alt tech, not because it has to be, a free speech absolutist platform, but because it's not the monopoly, the tech monopoly, the silicon monopoly. Parler, for example, is a great Twitter alternative when it comes back, and it will come back. I had 165,000 followers on Parler. That's more than I've amassed on Twitter in 5 years. That's what not being suppressed feels like. Having your videos be seen for people searching for the particular topic. That's why you use alt tech. Yeah, the viewerships are far smaller. The ceiling is far smaller on BitChute than it'll ever be on YouTube. But the fact of the matter is you can actually reach people that want to watch your stuff. You can interact with people. And that is what you should be taking away. That's why you should support alt tech. Yeah, I get just pop in and pop out. See, BitSlide, BitChute has an app, BitSlide. Most of these are available on mobile phones. You don't have to support them all, but know that I go out of my way to have a presence on every one of them. For those that should and that do and want to support alt tech, I'm there for you. My content's there. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative, and we'll talk to you again real soon.